Welcome to our first Unity tutorial. We'll be making this desolate looking scene. We'll be creating the terrain, adding some trees, and even importing a bus model to it. So this is the Unity editor, and I have it at the default layout. I usually stick in the game window, but if I'm in the scene window, what I like is to move the camera about and see what I'm looking at through the camera preview. So often I use that. So to get started, we go to components. I know it gets cut off in the video. Import package, and then I click characters. You actually want to click environment because that will give you everything for your terrain. Wait for it to load up. So importing the asset environment, we'll put standard assets in your project hierarchy. And then you want to go create object, 3D object, and then click on terrain. And that will give us a terrain. We just need to move the camera a little bit to see it. And there it is. It looks like a big white flat square. If I click on the main camera, I have to make sure that the camera tab in the inspector is down to look at the camera preview. I'm just going to put the camera into position. And then I'm going to start by making some trees. So if you look in the inspector, I've gone to trees icon, edit trees, add trees, and I'm going to use this tree here. You can purchase more, but I think the trees that come with Unity are fine. Mess around with some of the options, so I'm going to mess around with tree density and pull out a little bit because these trees are a bit bigger than I expected. And now I can just go tree crazy. What I do is I actually make a circle of trees around the border, as you can see, because when you're actually on the terrain, it's not obvious that this is the case. So I'm going to make a mistake with the trees just now, and in order to get rid of those center ones, you click shift and click, and you just get rid of all the trees you want. So you click play, see what that looks like. We have a very clean looking forest. Something I don't do enough is organizing, naming my project hierarchy. So I'm going to call this forest terrain, put it in a materials folder. So the rest of this video is going to be dedicated to adding this bus to the scene. If you're not that interested and you want to edit the terrain, then skip on to the next video. So I found this free bus model online. You can easily find whatever model you want by Googling them. There's thousands of free models available. I'm a big fan of this site, TF3DM, because it offers a lot of models, a few of them free. If I type in school bus, there's a couple of school buses, and even better, there's some free wrecked school buses. I'm in luck. Even though this model is free, I'm still going to give 3DReginator a donation at the end of this game making process, just because I assume that this wrecked school bus is going to be used quite a lot in my game. And I highly recommend you do the same when you use other people's work. So this downloaded as a .7z zip file, so you might need to download 7-zip or something like that from the Mac to unzip it, and then once you do, you get a folder that looks a bit like this. Once I drag it to the project hierarchy, and it's imported everything over, you can open up the folder, and for me it was a simple process of just dragging in text mesh into the scene, realizing it was tiny, so scaling it up by 3. And that's a bus on the scene. In the next video, we'll be editing the terrain to add different floors, grass, trees, we got trees, wind, and making our forest just look a bit more forest-like. So click the button to check out this video now.